says, banks can be deceptively friendly. They offer tempting loans. In the end, the borrower pays interest, interest on the interest, interest on the interest of the interest, late fees, service charges, and more. He may even give up everything he has because he tries to even pay half the debt. Sometimes the bank even takes his house. Chas v'shalom. So, banks not doing anybody favors. They just want to get richer and richer and richer. Better to live where? In a small place than to be in debt with a big house, big mortgage. So says the Rav Yagen, when he was growing up, he used to sleep 10 people in the dining room. And there was a living room also, and there was a bedroom, and like most Israeli apartments. And he says he slept under the table. That was his spot. He got to sleep under the table. He says, all my brothers and I, he says, we all came out normal. Today, you bring up one child in 10 rooms, he still needs a psychologist, So, in those days, there used to be 10 kids, one room. Today, it's the opposite. So he says there's a family came to him, and he's crying. The guy's crying. He says, they're taking away my house. He says, they're taking away my farm, they're taking away my desire to live. This is Israeli guy says to Rav Yagen. He said, and then the wife says, listen, my husband, he stopped working, he can't think straight, he can't pay the debts. So this guy was a very bad situation. So imagine the bank calls him, and says, hello, Mr. So-and-so, I'm the bank manager. I seen your account, and I understand your situation. I decided to erase your entire debt, not just the interest, the entire debt itself. All you have to do is show up tomorrow, 10 o'clock, be on the dot, I'm waiting to see you. So what happens? What do we do? This guy will go crazy. He will be jumping for joy. He'll wait for this day. He'll count the days until he can show up and just sign wherever he needs to sign to get rid of this whole thing. And what does he do? He goes to a restaurant. He spends money he doesn't have. He says, anyways, they're going to forgive me from all that loan. I basically made that money, It's like I cashed in a check. So he goes, he spends large, and he goes and he stays out late. He drinks. He has a good time. The next morning he oversleeps, and 9 o'clock he was supposed to be there, right? He looks at his watch, 9:30. How is it 9:30? He starts running, he gets there. He can't breathe. 10:15, he's there. He knocks on the door. Hello. Is the Mr. So-and-so, the bank manager here? Oh, he just left. I'm so sorry. He just stepped out. He's done for the day. He came just to see you. You didn't come. That's it. He's gone. You can't catch him anymore. So what? You think such a fool. You had the opportunity of a lifetime. You could have set up your life, changed it completely 180 degrees. And what? You missed it. You botched it. You dropped it. How can you do that? Says Rav Yagen, Hashem says the same thing to us. You have an outstanding loan and full of sins, full of balagan, and there's interest accruing, and then things are getting worse. I might have to foreclose you. I might have to take your job, take your house, God forbid, take you this, take your life, Haz Shalom. And Hashem says, but you know what? I feel for you. I understand you. Just show up, Rosh Hashanah, sign here, commit, and you're good to go. But you have to be ready for it. You have to show up. And we say to ourselves, I have time, I have Rosh Hashanah, and it's okay. Now go out late, stay up late, it's okay, take my time. That day will come, I'll wake up early, don't worry. No, that's why we have to start grinding the gears already in advance. 40 days lihot, every day make Teshuva, every day push ourselves to be the best in Elul. And then that way, when that day comes, we're 100% there. We're ready. We're like a soldier, ready at any second once we get the order. So therefore, a person has to know that this is the Yetzer Hara's trick. He tells you, oh, you have time. Don't worry. You have Rosh Hashanah. You'll just pull up Rosh Hashanah, open Mahzor. All the gates in heaven will be open for you. It'll be just flowing out of your mouth, and everything will go fine and dandy. You have your seat at Rosh Hashanah. Oh, that's it. That's all that matters. No, Haz Shalom. Person does that, Haz Shalom, he can mess up. So therefore, and the Zohar says that Noah stepped out of the ark. He started crying. He saw the whole world was destroyed, and then he cried to Hashem. Hashem, why did you do this? So the Zohar says that Hashem said to Noah, Dobro Utra, good morning. You woke up now? You cry now? You should have cried before. Why are you crying only after the opening of the ark, after the Mabul? So therefore he says, the Zohar says there's people like that. They during the year, during January and February, oh Rabbi, look at my situation, no parnasa, no money, no honey, my kid, my wife, my business, my this, my health, my family, my mother, Why are you crying now? You should have cried by Rosh Hashanah. You should have taken the opportunity then. Why are you waiting till now? Oh, of course, it's too late. It's like Noah. As the Chazon Ish used to say, that there was a fly bothering him in his chavruta when they were learning. So he kept shooing it away, kept coming back, shooing it away, coming back. So he told the chavruta, leave it alone. He says, this is a Rosh Hashanah fly. I see from Shamayim it's ordained from Rosh Hashanah already that this fly has to sit here and bother us and learn with us, quote unquote. They asked the rabbi one time, no, so how was your Rosh Hashanah? He says, I don't know. Ask me in February how my Rosh Hashanah was. Then I'll tell you how it is. A person has to see the fruit. The person has to know everything's determined in this day. And how strong of a connection did you build in this day? And how long did it go with you? How long did it stick with you in the year? So therefore, all depends on how you approach it. So therefore, we're coming before these days. We have to know it's very, very powerful. Hashem made a point with us. Don't mess it up. Baruch Amen.